Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have worked for, I guess, the better part of the last 9 months with my friend from Connecticut. He is always prepared. He is thorough. He is every bit as effective as a questioner in private as he is in public. But I would tell my friend from Connecticut, there were Republicans who told President Trump that he was wrong when he accused President Obama of wiretapping Trump Tower. There were Republicans who said it contemporaneous with the claim. So I would just ask my friend from Connecticut, no matter how heated the political debate may get, don't ever lose sight of that fairness and don't lump everyone together. There were Republicans who said there is no evidence to support that, and if there is, produce it immediately. To my friend from California, I would say you are correct. You are correct. We have spent the better part of the last 9 months looking at issues unrelated with this precise reauthorization. But my friend from California is also experienced and bright enough to know that if the problems can manifest themselves in one surveillance program, they can certainly manifest themselves in another, because it's the same techniques, it's the same principles, it's the same players. So why would we wait until similar problems manifest themselves? Why not fix it before it happens? The issues, the word illegal was used in connection with unmasking. There's no illegal unmaskings. They may violate policy, they may be improper. It's not against the law to do it. But we've both been in the room, all three of us have been in the room, when principals with almost precisely the same job description had wildly disparate unmasking numbers. That doesn't mean a crime was committed. It doesn't even mean the motive was nefarious. What it does mean is there are different policies and paradigms being applied to the request to unmask. And what was most troubling to me, and I know it was to my two friends on the other side of the aisle, is in some instances the principal himself or herself was not even aware that the unmasking request had been made. That's not what we want. If we're going to trust a national security advisor, we're going to trust an attorney general with the power to unmask a fellow citizen's name, at least make sure it is the principal doing it. And we were all there. And we were all, I think, surprised at the testimony. So my question to my friends would be this: why wait until similar problems manifest themselves? This president, unless he is going to mirror Grover Cleveland, is never going to go back through another transition. Unless we have another non-successive presidency, he's not going to go back through transition. So this has nothing to do with President Trump. He's not going to go back through it. It has to do with the next Democrat administration, the next Republican one. And more than that, it has to do, it wasn't 10 months ago, we sat in this room with Admiral Rogers and Director Comey, and we put them on notice that this agreement, this tacit agreement that we have between government and the American people, that we're going to empower you, but you have to be good stewards of that power. And we put them on notice that there were issues. And here we are in December, 8 months later, discussing those very issues. And if they have taken steps to resolve them, those steps have been lost on me. So it is our responsibility to do it. And yes, I will yield to my friend from California. But what I would ask him is, why would we wait until similar issues manifest themselves in this surveillance program?
And I would ask my colleague, why did you wait? You're in the majority. You could have introduced an unmasking bill. You could have taken it up at any time. Why wait until this program is about to sunset and try to jam it in the bill if you think this is such a good and important idea? And I'll tell you the answer: because this is a political messaging tool that, if it were in a standalone bill, would not get bipartisan support, but by putting it in a must-pass program.
This is the first reauthorization that I have participated in since I've been on HPSI. As my friend from California knows, this is my first time on HPSI. So you're welcome to query my colleagues as to why they haven't done it in the past, but this is my first opportunity to do it. So I'm not a Johnny-come-lately to it. I was talking about it to Comey and Rogers, having been on this committee for a month. So you can query my colleagues,